Hello, it's me, the Gothic Republican here, Goth What's America. Just want to say to you guys, what's up? This whole thing with Donald Trump moving the American embassy to Israel, and all these liberals are throwing hissy fits or calling him a bad person, a Nazi, and a white supremacist supposedly. If he's such a white supremacist, my question is, why he supports the Jewish state? That makes no sense. Well, let's get some truth also. Why is the liberals always want to support violent radical dictators by basically getting mad at Donald Trump because he doesn't want to do the nuclear deal with them? We're giving nuclear arms, nuclear energy to dictators who can make those into bombs. So, yeah, that'd be kind of a bad idea. Old left these days, these progressive, radical, dumbfounded morons, they're so against Donald Trump, they're willing to pick violent, radical dictators over Donald Trump. Are they insane? See, Donald Trump said no to Iran with the nuclear deal. Why do we want to give nuclear energy that can be used for nuclear weapons against us by Iran? Why do they have a fascination with, green energy, but yet they want to support nuclear energy in the Middle East? That makes no sense to me. Last time I checked, Chernobyl was actually something that happened and was a bad idea to have nuclear energy in the first place. Let the free market work for itself. Let coal and fossil fuels compete with each other against green energy of solar and wind. Why you just can't simply just make a even playing field against each other? Instead of this overtaxing coal and fossil fuels and then basically giving government subsidies, our tax money, to basically environmental companies that basically are going to sit their ass and basically highly exaggerate the situation. Well, green energy is not exactly green energy because the lithium batteries that they use for their plants is just as bad as the environment, just as much as fossil fuels and coal. I do not believe the government can fix our issue with the climate change at all. I'm not saying that there's no such thing as climate. Well, it's obvious that global warming, climate, that's an actual thing. But is it highly exaggerated by people in the government? Yes, absolutely. Every year, Al Gore or these extreme leftists, they highly exaggerate the situation. They said that it is the end of the world in 2 years from now because of global warming, and it never happens. They cry wolf so many times. Nobody believes a liar even when he's telling the truth. So the more time you come out with these accusations, the more time you come out with these theories, the less and less more likely common people like Americans are going to be like, we highly doubt that. We highly doubt that a lot. But again, liars are liars, and people who just suck money off of the government, that's all they're concerned about is money. One of my questions about the American embassy. Moving the American embassy to Israel. What's wrong with that? There's always protests, there's always violence and people getting mad over this. What's wrong with moving our property, our American property, out of our taxpayer money to move it to whatever place we want to? You have to realize, believe it or not, Bush, Bill, even Barack Obama wanted to move the American embassy. What's the difference between Donald Trump doing it? Oh, well, I guess he's actually good for his word and actually willing to do it instead of backing down, unlike these other leaders that we had before in the past. Pathetic. Look, If it's our property, we should not be told what to do at all. We should not be told what to do by radical dictators who want to wipe a race off the face of the earth. My Jewish ancestry. And it seems really fucked up how the left, the alt left, is willing to pick the sides of the anti-Semitic, violent, radical ISIS members because Israel did a few bad things before in the past with some of their policies. What's worse, Israel or the violent radicals who want to wipe a whole race off the face of the earth and rule over the world and force their ideology down everybody's throat, or they would kill them? I mean, really?
Jerusalem is still the capital of Israel and must remain an undivided city, accessible to all.
As soon as I take office, I will begin the process of moving the United States ambassador to the city of Israel, as chosen as its capital.
I continue to say that Jerusalem will be the capital of Israel, and I have said that before, and I will say it again.
And Jerusalem will remain the capital of Israel, and it must remain undivided.
We will move the American embassy to the of the Jewish people.
Look, if the rest of the Middle East and all these extremist Muslims are going to throw a hissy fit because we're going to move our property somewhere else, they can kiss our ass. We're not going to basically baby you to death and be like, oh, it's all going to be okay, Mr. Violent Radical Extremist. We should just put it back to Tel Aviv. No, go fuck yourself. That's the first thing, okay? And at the same time, Donald Trump does deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. Think about it. He got North Korea and South Korea together. He did the impossible. Dennis Rodman, not a big fan of him, but, you know, at the same time, this is a man who was an American Prime Minister, and he was voted into office one point, believe it or not, to basically try to get peace between North Korea and South Korea. That's what he's been trying to do for a long time. That's why he was friends with Kim Jong-il. He was trying to make peace between the United States and North Korea and South Korea. He was trying to get them together. He couldn't do it by himself. It took Donald Trump, that the media despises, hates, and every leftist automatically assume that he's a neo-Nazi white supremacist and nothing's going to go good from him. It's going to start World War III. He got them together. So, the logic that the alt left is spinning out right here, it shows me the ignorance and stupidity they come out with, and no longer the Democratic Party and the left is liberals anymore. They're all a bunch of authoritarian bastards who are more like fascists by claiming they're anti-fascist. It shows me how dumbfounded and ignorant the left is, that they're willing to pick the side of a violent dictator who kills their own people by the millions over Donald Trump and his mean tweets. Grow the hell up, please. Just please. Okay? But it also shows me how these leftists, extremist leftists, saying that Donald Trump is dividing our country. Look, I know Trump is not the greatest guy in the world, and he says the wrong thing in the wrong time. And yes, you know, to be honest with you, I'd rather choose him over actually majority of anybody these days. But who's really dividing our country? Trump or the mainstream media who wants to pick the side of violent dictators? So, my question is that. What's worse? Just mean tweets? Or somebody who kills millions of people in foreign countries who threaten us with a nuclear war? That's my question. Whose side are you really on? America or their side? But I'll talk to you guys later. God bless America. I hope you guys have a great day. Fantastic. I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I'm hot and sweaty. Last time I was like half asleep when I made that video. But I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Bye.